Good evening, viewers all over the country. It's a real pleasure to be able to welcome you on this very momentous occasion. As you can see, we're standing here outside Siri Fort Auditorium, which is now the center of all activity here in Delhi. It has been building up for several days now. The press has been building it up, the newspapers, the TV and the radio, because this is the occasion on which we're going to hear Zubin Mehta live with the New York Philharmonic Orchestra. And with him is a young soloist, Gavin Martin, who comes from Delhi. So, for this historic occasion, I have with me a co-compare. Two of us will be introducing this concert to you while it's going on, live all over the country. And with me is Vincent Joyce, who's going to help me talk about this program. So, Vincent.
Thank you very much. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very happy to add my words of welcome to those already expressed. We think you're in for an exceptional evening tonight. We like to think that perhaps you will be witness to history in the making. History because this is the first time, to the best of our knowledge, that a concert of Western classical music has been broadcast to the entire country. Therefore, the audience possibly will be measured in millions, even tens of millions, rather than in the few thousand people who normally would be able to gain access to a hall such as this. The hall inside is wonderful. It seats almost 3,000 people, but our best guess is that perhaps 30,000 tickets could have been sold. There will be many interesting personages here tonight, including Her Excellency the Prime Minister, Indira Gandhi, but most of the action, naturally, will be concentrated on the musical stage. We have many fine treats in store for you. As was just described, Gavin Martin, the very accomplished young Indian musician, will be playing for us. And, of course, this is the first of 6 concerts that will be given in New Delhi, Calcutta, and Bombay during the course of the visit of the New York Philharmonic. So we hope you as well, look forward to a memorable evening of fine music brought to you by one of the world's great orchestras. Now inside the Siri Fort Auditorium. The crowd has very rapidly filled the hall, and it's my expectation that the program will begin almost on schedule. Fairly unusual, frankly, for a major classical concert. But in the intervening seconds that we have prior to the commencement of the music, I'd like to introduce my colleague, Sunita Tandon, who's going to tell us a little about the background and career of Zubin Mehta.
Well, one hardly knows where to begin with Zubin Mehta. Perhaps we can begin with the beginning. He was born, of course, as everybody here knows, in Bombay, and he grew up in a musical household. His father, Nellie Mehta, is currently the music director of the American Youth Orchestra in Los Angeles, and he was also, earlier, the founder of the Bombay Symphony Orchestra. And now, you can see that the Prime Minister is arriving at Siri Fort. A lineup of cars. And here she is.
The Prime Minister is accompanied by the American Ambassador, Mr. Harry Barnes. And now they enter the hall, which has been appropriately garlanded for the occasion. A lovely picture of the Prime Minister there and the Ambassador, very well taken.
And with her is, of course, Mr. Nazareth, the Secretary of the Indian Council for Cultural Relations as well.
As you are undoubtedly aware, the Indian Council for Cultural Relations, along with the American Embassy, is the official presenter of tonight's program. They are now rising to what is known as the VIP box.
And here is the concert master,
Mr. Glenn Dicterow. Mr. Dicterow's arrival signals that there will be a brief official tuning up, if you will, of the orchestra.
Right. Give them the A.
ladies and gentlemen, in just a very few moments we can expect the appearance of Mr. Zubin Mehta. And the first work that you will hear tonight is a relatively brief one. It's an overture. It's the overture to the opera Candide, which was composed by Mr. Leonard Bernstein and first played by the New York Philharmonic Orchestra in 1956.
And here, Mr. Zubin Mehta, arriving on the stage. First of all, we have the National Anthems of India and the USA. USA. And the Stars and Stripes Forever. And now, the Overture to Candide by Leonard Bernstein. the overture to Bernstein's Gandhi, a rousing opening applause to this concert. And Zubin Mehta acknowledges the applause and walks up stage. The orchestra.
In February of this year, I was absolutely thrilled when Mr. Mehta told me that he had decided to take me to Bombay and Delhi with the orchestra. And he suggested that I play the Beethoven Third Piano Concerto. It has always been one of my favorite pieces, though I had not studied it at that time. So I got cracking right away to start learning it, and at the same time called up a few conductors in the United States I had played with before. The first gentleman I called up in Colorado, it was the Fort Collins Symphony, offered me a concert in 3 weeks' time, and I managed to learn the piece very quickly and go and play it there. After that, I have performed it twice more in the United States, one with a professional orchestra in Pennsylvania and with another student orchestra too. So as of now, I have 3 performances and quite a few rehearsals of the piece under my belt, which gives me more confidence to play it with a great orchestra like the Philharmonic.